The questions we get most often from clients who have a new WordPress blog is, how do I go in and add a new blog post, and how do I edit blog posts once they exist within my WordPress admin dashboard? This is pretty easy once you've done it a few times, but to walk you through those first couple times, we put together this tutorial to show you how to upload and create a new sample blog post. So you'd want to log into your WordPress dashboard, and then on the left-hand side you'll see a number of links, and one of those would be posts. You want to click Add New Post, which will bring you over to this dashboard for the back end of a WordPress blog post. You want to incorporate a title in this first field here that very accurately defines the content within your WordPress blog, as well as includes a keyword phrase if that is applicable to your post. Your title and your URL are two of the most important areas for search engines, as well as people that are coming and visiting your blog, to be able to index those, see what your post is about, and make sure that they're very compelling for people to click through. The importance of including keywords here is strategically important to search engines because that's how they look to define the content in your post. They want to make sure that the title accurately describes the content and then it's related to your overall keyword strategy throughout your website. So you want to incorporate a title here that accurately defines that. Some great titles include lists, questions, and compelling information for clients in your market. Incorporate your title, and then you'll see that it actually fills in the permalink if you have your permalinks set up properly with those titles in place. You can actually click and edit that permalink to change the title within here. Now, we don't recommend moving away from the keywords and the words that you're using in your title. Instead, if you want to make sure that your characters are very well defined, you can remove words like of, the, and as, and you can also make sure that this appears exactly how you want it laid out. Maybe you want to switch the words around to make it a little bit more important with a higher priority on your keywords at the beginning of this sentence. So you can click OK there, and it sets up the title and the URL of your blog post. And then you can tab down or click down to this content box, and you can incorporate your content for your blog post. So you'd want to type in or paste in your heading, possibly a subheading, and then your body copy. You can use bulleted lists here, you can use paragraphs, you can use numbered lists, etc. So you'd want to incorporate your headings, and then you can change the formatting of those by using your style sheet. You don't want to try to manually set fonts and sizes on here. Instead, use your style sheet that your web designer had already set up for you so that everything is consistent with your website. So here you want to just highlight the heading, and then you can change it within your drop-down menu. It will normally be set to format or paragraph when you first import your content, and you can change it to heading 1, heading 2, or heading 3 depending on where that appears on your page. So for purposes of this post, we're going to set this as heading 2, and we have a subheading that we've set to heading 3. And then you can incorporate content that you can set as a bulleted list. You can change that from bold to italic, you can add a strike through or an underline, you can change it to a numbered list, a bulleted list, or you can left, center, or right align that same content. You can incorporate multiple paragraphs of content. And you can also make sure that you have your content well laid out so that you have multiple lists and or paragraphs that people can scroll through very easily. Once you have your content in place, you can add images, visuals, downloadable documents. We'll talk about all of those in other webinars, but you want to be able to make sure you have some visually compelling content in here. And then you would just click the preview button to actually preview. So you can preview what your layout will now look like on your page. And if you're happy with where your layout is on your page, then you can go ahead and you can publish that. If you're not happy with where your layout is on your page, you can go back and make those edits within this field here. Once you've approved your content and you're ready for that to be public, you can go ahead and click Publish, and that will set your content to be live within your blog post. Stay tuned for other areas of importance in other series.